Good morning children, welcome back to English class. This is session 2 of year reading from 8th unit, that is Jamaican Fragment. In our last session we have seen introduction part, right? So author was having one hobby. Every day he used to go for a morning walk from his house to tram car lines. One day what happened? While he was walking like that, he observed two boys in one garden. The two boys were playing something. The game was not elaborated, but other stood there and started observing them. The boys were unaware of that, so they continued their play. How were the boys? Actually, there were two little boys. One was looking of 5 years, another one is of just 4 years. Elder one, he was very sturdy. He was having coarse hair and black coal eyes. Younger one, he was having hazel eyes, white in color, and of course hair also in brown color. Yesterday we have seen that the little one, he was ordering the elder one. He was saying something. Okay, so younger one is making the elder one to do whatever he wanted to say. Okay, so what happened later we'll see in today's session. Everybody open your textbooks, open page number 226. Pick up that stick. The dark boy picked it up. Jump into the flowers. The dark boy jumped. So here we can observe that the little boy who is of 4 years old, who is white in color, who is having hazel eyes, who is having brown hair, he is giving the orders, he is giving some instructions, and the elder one, that means who is black in color, is following all those instructions without opposing anything. The little one said, pick up that stick. Elder one picked it up. Then he told to jump into the flowers. Without questioning, elder one jumped into the flowers. Next, get me some water. The dark boy ran inside. The white boy sat down on the lawn. So like that, little one was giving instructions and the elder one was following. I was amazed. Amazed means surprised. Here I means narrator, author. Here before my eyes, a white boy, for they were little more than babies, was imposing his will upon a little black boy. By looking at that game, other, he was really surprised, shocked, amazed. He didn't understand what is happening there. One is looking like a white boy and another one is looking like a black boy. Here, he observed that white boy was showing that domination. How is it possible? At that young age itself, how were they doing like that? The author didn't understand about that. Next. And the little black boy submitted. See here, submitted means he obeyed. He was doing quietly everything. I puzzled within myself as I went down the road. Could it be that the little dark boy was the son of a servant in the home and therefore had to do the white boy's bidding? Bidding means ordering. So the author, he was puzzled within himself. That puzzled means he was confused. He didn't understand anything. Anyway, he moved from there. He went down. He started his walking again. Then he was thinking, maybe the black boy, he is the son of the servant. Maybe in that house, that black boy is the son of a servant. That might be the reason white boy was showing the domination. That's why he was giving the orders and the black boy was following that. Next. So, author was completely in his thoughts. Later he was thinking like this. No. They were obviously dressed alike. The little dark boy was of equal class with his playmate. Then again, so he was analyzing. No. So that might not be correct. Why it was not correct? Because both the boys, they were dressed alike. Alike means same. Obviously, see children, if he is the son of a servant, there will be a difference in the dressing style, right? But both the boys, they were dressed alike. That means Maybe the black boy is not a son of a servant. And no, they were playmates. Playmates means, of course, they were playing. The little dark boy was a neighbor's child. So he was thinking. So maybe it could be the possible reason that elder one, black boy, maybe he is the son of a neighbor's child. I was sure of that. Then how was it that he obeyed so faithfully the white boy's orders? In that case also, if he is the son of a neighbor's, then also how and why is he accepting everything? Why is he obeying everything? Like that. He didn't understand. He was thinking about that. Next. Was it that even as a boy, he sensed that in his own country he would be at the white man's beck and call? See children, at one's beck and call. It's an idiom children. Meaning is be ready to do what someone asks. Okay, so here the black boy, so he was ready. He was ready to do whatever white boy was saying. Why? At that young age itself, is he realized that? Is he realized about the racial discrimination? Is he understood that white men are superior than black men? Next. And did the little white youngster, so young, such a baby, realize that he could grow to dominate the black man? And even if you check white man also, he is looking just of 4 years old. Even is he able to realize that once he grown up, he will be able to dominate the black men? How? Why are they behaving like that? Actually, racial discrimination was totally eradicated. Equal rights were given for black men also along with the white men. But still, why is it happening? Is it a wake-up call? Is it a warning again that superiority is going to be indulged? So those were the doubts in the mind of others. Okay, next. I could find no answer. I could not bring myself to believe such a thing, and yet with my own eyes I had seen a little dark boy take orders from a little white boy. A little white boy, obviously his social equal and younger and smaller. But the other, he couldn't control himself. In front of his eyes only, he witnessed one incident, that white boy was giving orders to the black boy. So he was not able to take that. Next. Were we, as a race, really inferior? In yesterday's session itself, we discussed that Arthur is a Jamaican. So he was thinking, why? Why do we need to accept everything said by the white people? Really, are they superior? And are we inferior than them? Inferior, superior, opposite words, children. So inferior means having like less social rank or incapability, like that. Next, so inferior that even in our infancy we realized our deficiencies and accepted a position as a white man's servant. So deficiencies means faults. Infancy, infant means, you know that, right children, a very small baby. So infancy means the time when anyone is like a baby. So at that stage itself, maybe the black boy, so he is accepting his position. He was ready to be the servant of the white man. Okay. See, there is one more picture, children, in the page number 226. Observe that. Next. For a whole day, I puzzled over this problem. For a whole day, my faith in my people was shaken. When I passed by that afternoon, the little boys were not there. That evening, I thought deeply on the subject. Okay, so Arthur was totally disturbed. He was puzzled within himself. He was thinking about that only. Okay, and his faith about the people of Jamaica was completely shaken. So he was afraid. What is happening again? Is it going to start the racism again? Okay, and of course, afternoon, as usual, he went back his home. While going again, he observed, but the boys were not there in the garden. and that night was also he was deeply thinking about that subject only. That means the topic, that incident only. The next morning, the boys were there again. So next morning, again he went for his morning walk, and the boys were present in the garden. And a man was standing at the gate watching them. So next day what happened? The two boys, as usual, they are playing in the garden. Not only that, other observed one more man was also there. One more man was standing at the gate and observing the boys. Understood, children? The next day, boys were playing in the ground. One more man was also there. He was standing nearby the gate and observing the children. I stopped and looked just to see what the white boy was making his little servant do. So this narrator also, he stood up there for some time. He started observing. So today what that white boy is doing and the black boy is doing. To my utter astonishment, astonishment means surprise, the little dark boy was striding imperiously up and down the lawn while the white youngster walked absently behind him. Okay, so here to his utter astonishment, he didn't expect that. Okay, so here the scene is totally completely different now. It was reversed. So today what happened actually? The black boy was striding. Striding means walking with long steps, imperiously. That means haughtily. Okay, and the white boy, he was following him without having any pride, abjectly. Abjectly means without any pride. Okay, so yesterday white boy had shown that proud. Okay, he behaved like a boss, and black boy was like servant. But today reverse, black boy was behaving like a boss, white boy is like servant. Get me a banana. The little boy ran into the house and reappeared shortly with a banana. Peel it for me. The little white boy peeled the banana and handed it to his dark master. So did you understand the game, children? So just they were playing a game called boss and servant. So one day one member is boss and the member is servant. Next day their roles will be interchanged. Like that, simply they are playing. That's it. They are not thinking about racism, not like white race, black race, racial discrimination. Nothing was there. Just the little boys were playing the game. That's it. Next, I saw it now. It was indeed a game. A game I had played as a child. Each boy took it in turn every alternate day to be the boss, the other the slave. So obviously then other. Okay, so he felt very happy and he started remembering his childhood memories as well. So he also played that game when he was a child. Obviously alternate days. One will be boss and another one will be slave or servant. It had been great fun to me as a youngster. I smiled as I remembered. I looked at the man standing by the gate. He was a white man. So he felt happy, he smiled at himself, he started remembering all those things. Again he observed the man who was standing at the gate. I remembered what I had thought yesterday. He, no doubt, I thought to myself, was wondering if the black race is superior to the white. So yesterday, how was his condition? He recalled that. His condition yesterday, by looking at that game, how did he feel? He recalled that and he started thinking that maybe the man, the stranger who was standing at the gate is also in the same condition. So he was maybe thinking that blacks are going to suppress white. So maybe the stranger is thinking like that. And who is thinking about that? Other. Okay. Next, I laughed gently to myself. How silly grown-ups are. How clever we are. How wonderfully able we are to impute deep motives to childish actions. So we are grown-ups. We are clever enough. But at the same time, sometimes we impute deep motives for the childish actions. Impute. Impute means to give something for the people. Okay. Making other people to feel that is the correct one. forcing the people to accept that. Next, this man, I said to myself, will puzzle all day on whether the blacks will eventually rise and rule the world because he thinks he sees a little black boy realizing at a tender age his superiority over the white. I will save him from his puzzle. I'll explain it to him. I went across to him. So narrator, so you wanted to help the man who was standing at the gate. Okay, maybe he is thinking about the black people's superiority or domination over the white people. So I will tell and I will help him. Otherwise, he will also will be in tension. Okay, I know what you are thinking, I said. You are thinking that maybe the black race is superior to the white because you just saw the little dark youngster on the lawn ordering the little white boy around. So our narrator, he went to the man. So in the picture here you can observe. Okay, so our narrator, he went to the man and he told, I know what you are thinking. Maybe you are thinking about the domination of black over the white. Don't think that. It's a game they play. Alternate days, one is the boss and other is the servant. So others started telling about the game. Okay, it's a grand game. I used to play it and maybe so did you. Yesterday I saw the little white boy bossing the dark and I worried all day over the dark boy's realization of his inferiority so young in life. We are silly, we grown-ups, aren't we? So narrator explained his experience. He said that yesterday I saw these two boys. Yesterday I saw that white boy was giving orders to the black and I thought maybe the black boy was realizing his inferiority at that young age itself. But it's not that case. Simply they are playing a game. That was the explanation given by the narrator to the strange man. Let us see the reaction of that strange man now. The man was surprised at my outburst. Outburst means sudden strong expression. So the man, here the man means who is standing at the gate. So he was surprised by the outburst of the narrator. Or outburst means sudden strong expression. Actually that man doesn't know narrator. Even narrator also doesn't know anything about him. But suddenly, all of a sudden, he came and started saying all these things. By listening that, the other person really, he felt it was strange. I know all about the game, he said. The boys are brothers, my sons. He pointed to a handsome brown woman on the veranda who had just come out to call in the children. That's my wife, he said. So here, what is the thing, children? Here, who is the man? That man is the father of these two children. So that's why the man, he is not at all surprised by looking at the game. So that's what he said. I'm not at all amazed by the game because they are my kids, they are brothers. Not only that, even that man, he pointed out to his handsome brown woman who just came out to call the children inside. So in the picture, you can see her as well, children. So just his wife came outside to call the children inside. Next, that's my wife, he said. I smiled. My spirit laughed within me. This is Jamaica. I said it in my heart. This is my country, my people. I looked at the white man. He smiled at me. We'll miss the tram if we don't hurry, he said. Okay, so by listening that, really, the narrator, he smiled, then he laughed within himself, then he thought, he felt really happy. He thought that it's Jamaica, it's my people, it's my country. Then he looked at the white man. White man also smiled at him. And they said to each other that if you don't hurry, we are going to miss the tram, like that. They said, and they started in their directions. So that is a lesson about Jamaican Fragment. This is a part about racial discrimination. Okay, superiority over the blacks of the white men. Understood, children? Okay, So today's homework is write a glossary and summary of this lesson in your classwork. Thank you.